Ball out. Ball out.
Bow, bow. Bow, bow.
Ball out.
Bow,
Ball out.
bow. All we do is bow.
Ball out.
Bow, bow, bow.
Ball out.
Ball out.
Ball out.
Ball out.
Me and my hitters go all out. Ball out. Ball out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Ball out. Ball out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out. Shopping by the mall out. Come deliver mail on y'all route. Show them what it's all about. Just get called out. Fall out. Me and my clique, we don't fall out. Me and my chick, we don't fall out. We minding our business, keep y'all out. Break up, get up quick, then we hit licks till it's all out. I hate my job, I'ma call out. Boss of myself, child out. I'm a recruiter, a high percentage shooters, gotta keep rifles and Rugers. Some people just trifling and losers. Watch for the jackets, at night they be cruising. I can put together. A.R. Kinston Yetta. My hitters be tougher than leather. Can't nobody do it better. Glock 9 with the FN. Step in with my best friend. Best friend Smith and West End. If you miss 6, still catch 10. Ball out. Stall out. Pulling up outside the y'all house. Empty till we all out. I got the juice and I'm crazy. If you not a killer, don't say. Hit squad ain't nothing to play with. Undertaker and a grave dig. Best man like Tay Diggs. When you in the paint, gotta play big. Hitters ignorant like cavemen. Went from good fella to made men. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Shout out, ball out, get called out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Ball out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Ball out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out.
Yeah, it's Boss Cowboy Sports, and y'all already know y'all voice matter. And football is officially here. We just had our first press conference, and you know me, I got a lot of juice out of it. That's why I'm starting the show with my shades on, because it was a lot of nuggets that was dropped. One thing about me, I'm actually very much sales trained. I have an advanced sales certificate from the University of Houston. And one of the things that happen when you're sales trained and you basically get it out the mud from sales, you develop some really, really good listening skills. So I picked up a lot from listening, and we go kind of go through it point by point, because it was a lot that was let out at that press conference. Also, again, thank everybody for getting us to that 1,000. We are now monetized on YouTube. We're getting ready to be monetized on pretty much all our platforms. And we're being monetized. Obviously, we get the super chats and stuff like that, so thank you. And before we kind of get into the content, because obviously we put this together real fast because the press conference wasn't even 30 minutes ago. We always want to invite everybody before we kind of get into the meat of it to make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, you also got to do that. It's amazing how many people don't know. And Brianna says, congrats. Yes, thank you. It was people like you that got it done, Brianna. It's a big deal because also we quickly jumped up to 1,100. So basically, within the last 3 days, the supporters of Boss Cowboy Sports, we needed 60. Y'all gave us 200 in 3 days subs. Man, that's amazing. So let's just continue that. And then Wendy asked, she said, where is this, boss? This is in YouTube. So a lot of people that haven't been seeing the content on Facebook is because we turned it off. Because we was driving to get to that 1,000. So we're here now. So now we putting the content back on Facebook. We're getting ready to have all of our platforms monetized. But y'all not here to talk about money. Y'all don't want to hear about money. I know what's up. Y'all want to hear about this football. And then, hold on real quick. I want to address Brianna because she said something that I love to see. She said, I know that's right. New subscriber here. Welcome. And then we got my boy Gary in the building coming all the way from Funky Town. He's a hometown brother. Right out of the DF Dub. Always good to see you, my brother. And I'm going to get into the content, but before I do all that, I always want to say my lows to the people that's coming in the building. He said, "What's up, boss? What's going on, my brother?" Let me turn down this music a little bit. I think it's a little bit too loud. But yeah, and Legene, absolutely. Now, he came in. He said, which I love, measured Kool-Aid, exactly. And we gonna give you some of that measured Kool-Aid today. And then BK Spin said, "Your show's off the hook, man. We greatly appreciate it." And we got a lot coming, man. We got, and I'm gonna get into the content. Y'all, you know me. I'm gonna say what's up to all my people first before we get into it. But Nattering Vance, my hitter brother, what's up, my brother? He said, "What up, boss?" And so thank y'all always for all the love. And then obviously, hold on, I got to go all the way back down to some originals. My boy JD started the show saying, "Boss, what's good? What's up with it?" Straight out of my high school, graduated in 95. One of my big brothers, I call him my big brother. Then Daisy Clark, she in the building as well. They the lawyers, been there from the very beginning. Thank y'all. And then obviously Rika, she's a writer for Moving the Chains, and she's a member of Star Gang. So y'all look out for her too, as well as content. All right, so let's get into the sauce. So get into the sauce. I want to kind of talk about some of the takeaways, because y'all know me, I'm going to break stuff down, man. I only drink measured Kool-Aid, so we will kind of get into it. So the first thing that stood out is that the press conference, hold on. We gonna talk about that, JD. Yes, I will see you Saturday, bro, at our picnic. We have a picnic here locally, and yeah, I'm gonna be there, bro. You already know. But talking about this pipeline, so he was talking about, if you watched the press conference or if you saw the beginning of the press conference, one of the things that kept coming out is the first 20 minutes was literally talking about COVID. It was actually very annoying. It was like, man. But then Bishop Douglas, he was in the chat, and he raised a point that I saw, and I'm gonna give him credit for it. Actually, he just walked into the building. Douglas Lewis just came in the building. Bishop, because he's a real bishop now. This man is ordained of God to do work for the Lord. But he came in, and I saw one of his comments, and it was smart. It was very thoughtful. He talked about that obviously this was likely for television, because Hard Knocks out there. And I'm like, God, dog, he right. Yeah. Like, I'm like, why they spending the whole first 20 minutes? I was annoyed. Matter of fact, Wendy came in, and she was like, man, I'm gone. She was like, I'm gone. So yeah, that made sense, Douglas. That basically they had to kind of do that for television. So remember, Hard Knocks is out there. So we go see some things that's going to be like, this is not normal. And the reporter spent the first 20 minutes talking about it. So I was like, oh my God, man. But, and then my boy Dream Chaser say he new to the channel. Salute Cowboys Nation. Welcome, bro. We going to be bringing a lot of content. Even starting right now. But yeah, so the whole, first 20 minutes was about COVID, and that was obviously public relations, that they basically, the Cowboys are the face of the league, and being the face of the league, they had to come out and kind of calm the fears that's going on right now, because the world watching, and the Dallas Cowboys have been called upon to lead the charge back into normalcy, so and Douglas added again with that good old wisdom. He said it was a meeting before the press conference. It was no doubt, because I've never seen a press conference, because they didn't even talk about COVID, Bishop. They didn't talk about COVID like that last year, and they went through the whole season, but now they want to spend the whole freaking first 20 minutes on it. So I think it's exactly what you said. I think that was for television, but then they did start talking about football, so let's talk about some football. Real quick. one of the things that was kind of frustrating to me is Jerry called Hard Knocks a quick decision. And see, the frustrating thing about that is he always says, if y'all knew what I would pay to get back to a Super Bowl, y'all would be shocked. It's like, Jerry, like, what the stuff that we want you to pay don't cost money. We want you to stop using your team as a way to make money only, because that should have not been an easy decision, and that should have not been a quick decision. Like, so those who was listening to the press conference, he surely did say that out the gate, and he said it in case y'all was wondering. It was totally up to Jerry, and that came out the box. It sure did. He said it early after they got done with the PR stuff. He said Hard Knocks was a quick decision. I was like, damn, Jerry, damn. Like, because other teams, they would have weighed in on that. They would have been like, is this good for distractions? They would have had at least some pros and cons on it. And see my boy JD in the building, man. See, covered with that's good sauce. Yeah, quick decision, because he's been thinking about it for 10 years exactly. He mixes so many times business with football. He does it all the time. Like, after he got those 3 Super Bowls, football wasn't first after that. It's not first anymore. Now he mixes the two. And actually, business is his top priority. Winning is his second priority. Even though he'll say every press conference, if y'all knew what I would be willing to pay to get us to a Super Bowl, it's not money that's gonna get us there. It's gonna be you stepping back on some things and letting football be first. But we know that's not gonna happen with Jerry, so I'm actually not gonna belabor that. But let's get into some of the stuff that's actually fantastic news. Fantastic news. When they started to talk about football, started getting good. Because one of the things that Mike McCarthy came out with, and a lot of people should be very happy to hear this, is they talked about the participation from the players. He literally said it has been incredible, was his words. He said incredible. He said the participation from the players has been downright amazing. And and it's pretty obvious why. Because they also talked about McCarthy. He came out and they asked the question, what was it like to get Dak back? Right? And he talked about Dak has helped in every way. Every way. So not just play, not just throwing, having Dak in the building. So when you hear, like, because everybody know when we lost Dak, man, it really hurt our momentum in a lot of different ways. And I'm gonna be honest with you, leadership is underrated, greatly underrated. And if you can connect the dots, why all of a sudden when your leader comes back, all of a sudden participation rises all the way through the roof? That's the benefit of getting your boy back. That's the benefit. So having Dak in the building is also why you seeing the participation. Like you heard McCarthy say. And he said it like I've never seen it like this. And the reports been coming out about that. But that is not by accident, because let's be honest, y'all. Sheep don't lead themselves. Sheeps need a shepherd. Yeah, and anybody that know about leading men, they like sheep, man. They need somebody that's go guide them. And the person that's and see, let's also be honest. The only way the Dallas Cowboys is gonna ever even get back to a Super Bowl, I'm gonna look you in your eye and say this. It's gonna only have to come from a player-led team. Because the front office is too disconnected. They too disconnected. They mean well. I think the Joneses are good people. Jerry loves football. He cheered up about 4 times today. And it was I was trying to figure out why. I'm like, damn, is Jerry all right? His eye look a little bit off. Did he have a stroke? Is he going through where he might look at this like this might be the last training camp? And somebody finally asked him a question at the end. They was like, man, why you so emotional? He said, man, I'm just appreciative to be out here. Jerry love football. Don't get that twisted. It's just that he's disconnected. So, right, he has interests, and he has him and Steven. Let's just talk about this, because y'all know I don't drink Kool-Aid without measuring. Y'all know that. Y'all, if anybody been watching this show for any body time, y'all know that I really try to think stuff through. That's what I mean by I don't drink Kool-Aid without measuring. If I co-sign it, I really looked at it. It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring. So when I look at the measured Kool-Aid on the Joneses, he really, really, really loves football. He said something that let me know he loved football. I was out there working with Coach Hill and Law. Shout out to my boy Law. He invited we was watching, one of the local trainers who trains a lot of the NFL receivers. And because I love football, the first thing that I always notice is the smell of the grass. And it's also the first thing that I miss. And Jerry said the same thing. When you love football, it's even little stuff like that you notice. Like every time I go on the field, it's like it's home. You say, damn, that's that grass. Because anybody that that played, you're gonna get in that grass. You're gonna be facing that grass. You gonna smell the grass. And he talked about that. And so Jerry and them love football, but they're disconnected. So the only way, just being all the way honest, like I'm not gonna feed the people that watch this show sugary, drunk Kool-Aid, Dallas' only chance is having somebody like Dak, man. That's it. Somebody that can make the guys buy in, because it's not going to come from the front office. They not go play and go balls out for Jerry and Steven. It's been too many wars and contract wars. Like, think about it. Let's just take our time and think about it, because I know everybody want to maybe knock me for that, because they're like, hold on, what you mean? You go knock Jerry and Steven and say that they don't deserve it? Yeah, they deserve it. But at the same time, you got to just be honest with the dynamics. Zeke, Dak, Tank, all those guys was used in the public by Jerry and Steven during those contract fights. So, would you go all out for a boss that threw you under the bus? Hell no, you wouldn't. You would start doing just enough. That's all, because we all wired like that. But the bosses or the people that we'll go all out for are the people that show that they got our back. Then we'll break our arm for them, So to hear Mike McCarthy come out, and I'm telling y'all, that press conference was very meaty. It was easy to kind of tune out on some of it. But, man, they was laying out some sauce. So don't ever think, because we talking about, like, the dynamics of this new team. And the dynamics of this new team is built on leadership. And it's built on the leadership that's coming from Dak Prescott. Another thing that came out that I was like, What's up, Professor O? I see you in the building. Hold on real quick. Man, you playing too much. Let me read this crazy comment. My boy Matt O say, my top 3 lists of things to get rid of: Stevie Jones, Rowdy, and Seafoam Green Pants. And now when he say stuff like that, he joking. Like, y'all gotta know he's joking. He's not serious, because he's not really trying to get rid of Stevie Jones, or he's really not trying to get rid of Rowdy. That's a joke. But when he said that on Twitter, I think he had like 100,000 views on that. So, but I know Matt. I know when he's serious, and I know when he just joking. And what's up, Ed and Eddie Silver and Blue? They also I know you mad. I know you playing. Ed and Eddie Silver and Blue. That's a father and son podcast. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe, man. Them guys got it going on. They got a good professional podcast, and it's clean. I like it because it's clean. It look good. You know me. I'm kind of like that. I'm weird like that. And then C say, "What's good, boss? I'm late." Nah, you right on time. You right on time. So anyway, it's some more stuff that came out, bro. It was good stuff, man. Now, this stood out to me because this is something I've been wanting to talk about anyway. Because, see, one of the things that, like, really set y'all on fire was my rant. I went off on Dak. Like, I debunked the 7 biggest myths on Dak. But it's some myths on Zeke, too, that I wanted to address. I'm like, damn it, I'm finna address it today. Mike McCarthy say Zeke is in every meeting. He said, see, because everybody talking about Zeke and his workout videos. Also, people need to kind of take a look at how Zeke is also fully bought in on learning everything. He says Zeke is in the front of every meeting. He says Zeke is also in the meetings with the offensive line. He also says Zeke is in the meeting with the quarterbacks. That means Zeke is in there trying to learn the fronts and blocking and protection. Man, if that don't get you excited, because you know we all like the videos. We all like the oopity, oopity, whoppity, whoppity, ziggity, boogity, the boppity, boppity, whoopity, whoppity. You know, when we see him moving and working on his agility, we like that. But say, man, take your hats off for his work ethic. And, man, it's time to give my boy his flowers for a tremendous offseason. Because I'm going to take this time and debunk some damn myths that get on my damn nerves when people talking about my boy Zeke. Because, see, remember, we talk about this from Dak, and we going to talk about Zeke, too. Let me address some people that came in the building before we do that real quick. First, we got Marv in the building. What's up, Coach? Always good to see you. You know, and then obviously we already talked to Douglas, but we will acknowledge his comment. He said he was in the building a week after the season was open, a leader. He talking about Zeke. Exactly. And Zeke has been getting a horrible rap. We gonna talk about this rap he been getting. Hold on real quick. Let me see. Mike Evans, Mike McDowell. What's up, Mike? He said, you need to do more of that, boss. Go on a Rampage. Should be part of every show. Yeah. And you know, listen, the numbers was good when I did the Rampage, but I'm going to be honest, Mike, them Rampages got to come from the heart because I don't want to be an actor. You know what I mean? I want to, when I go off like that, I'm really pissed, bro. Like, I'm really, like, upset, like, pissed at the BS. So, I tell you what, if you see me going on a rant like I did on the Dak video, I mean it. It is no bullshit, bro. When I do that, because I hardly even cuss, man, I went off. So, like, if anybody want to kind of see me in my element of when I'm hot and like, listen, man, like just tired of the BS, y'all need to go back and watch that video I did on the 7 biggest myths on Dak where I debunk them. You know, so yeah. No, but people love the passion because I'm being me, bro. I'm not putting on no fronts. So the people that like the channel, they basically just kind of, you know, liking the content and the style of how we do it. And then my boy Mike said it was epic. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, and my boy Keith, I would say, because I did. He said he went off about 2 shows in a row. I was loving it. Yeah, I did. And I might, see, I go off like that if I see some BS, bro. I'm just like that. When I see BS, I'm gonna call it out, bro. That's how I am. That's how my hood raised me to be. That's how my parents raised me to be. I'm a straight shooter, man. I'm gonna tell you, you know. But yeah, the Zeke stuff been out of hand. See, because the stuff they been saying about Zeke, and listen, man, and I'm glad Gary in the building, because Gary got speed, okay? So people with speed, my boy Gary out of Funkytown, Fort Worth. Let me see if I can find this picture. Here he is. Oh, funny looking dude over here looking like Bones and Harmony. Long hair, man. Them boys from fucking town. Them boys be looking like the West Coast boys, man. Boy got that Bones, Thug, and Harmony hair hanging down to his back like Jesus Christ. No, I'm messing with you, Gary. No, but Gary was a tremendous athlete. I also was a really good athlete. I was a track star. I was all of that. So when you hearing stuff and you an athlete, you know when it's BS. But sometimes, you know, most fans didn't really participate in sports, right? So it's hard to discern when you being lied to. So you been hearing stuff like Zeke lost a step. I was talking to a guy in the barbershop yesterday, and he said that BS. And I said, bro, listen, bro. Zeke is 27. You an ex-football player. Now, I'm getting ready to tell y'all something. Write this down. Nobody that's 27 loses a step unless the training is off or if they gain weight. Because speed is about two things. Two things. And Gary in the building is going to attest to this. Because guys that's real fast, go feel me when I say this. Gary ran a 4.3. Okay? I ran a 4.45. What I'm getting ready to tell you is the truth. Everybody else lying to you. I'm getting ready to give y'all some measured Kool-Aid right now. I promise you. Speed is about two things. I'm teasing it right now, but I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to give y'all some true measured Kool-Aid right now. It's about two things. Speed is about genetics and training. First, genetics. Speed is about two things, genetics and training. That is first. And see, my boy Gary, and I believe you, check this out. My boy said, I ran a 4.4 at 38 years old. Freak genetics. Now, my partner that I went to school with is in the building, JD. He was one of the first people to come in. He's gonna remember somebody that was our coach. His name was Coach Daniels. At 42 years old, he ran a 4.2. T.O., I ain't gotta name no names. See, because I'm painting a picture about the lies that was coming out on Zeke. Yes, you can lose a step, but you will only lose a step at his age because of bad training. He has the genetics to get it back if he lost it. See, and when I was talking to this guy in the barbershop, I said, bro, you play football. You shouldn't be falling for that. He said, what you mean? I said, how many times did coaches come to us and tell us to make a change in our body for the game? Like for instance, put on 10 pounds. See, because they was feeding Zeke the ball a lot. How many times do coaches go to you and say, we need to put 10 pounds on you because we go use you a lot this year? But see, stuff like that never come out when you listen to sports radio. They'll only say stuff like he hasn't had a 20-yard run and all this kind of stuff. That don't even matter, bro. Listen, Because Zeke came in a league with 4.45 speed. Kareem Hunt came in with 4.7 speed. But nobody put them expectations on him. You know? So it's one of those things when you look at Zeke and when you look at him, I'm telling y'all, he heard the noise. But second of all, it was always lies. They was overselling his fall off. Was he what he was from 2016? No. Was his speed what it was from 2016? No. Can he get it back in one offseason? Absolutely hell yes. And y'all need to stop it. All you people that Zeke done, he will never be the same. Man, shut up. You just don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And you falling for the propaganda on media again, just like what happened with Dak. And my boy Gary said, appreciate the love, boss. Yeah, you deserve it, bro. You was a freak. Yeah, you was a freak, bro. Like, you know, athletes supposed to get their flowers, man. You was a freak, bro. And you still a freak. 38 years old running a 4.4. You know, that's a freak, bro. That's the genetics. See, this also happened to me. I can tell you firsthand. I ran a 4.45 in high school. Okay? With the proper training, I should have got down to a 4.3. Because all the people that went off to colleges that was running the same speed as me, when we left, some of them got slower, some of them got faster. I got slower. You know why? My training was off. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened. We had a coach named Coach Lou, all right, that took over for Coach Lott, who was promoted to the Jets, right? And immediately we stopped running sprints. Immediately. We only ran Gastons. And I'm talking about people that I played football with was literally state champions in high school in track who played for me at U of H, played with me. And they got slower because we was running Gastons only. Yes, we was in shape, but it affected our quick twitch because the training was off. I ran a, I'm embarrassed to say it. I'm embarrassed to say it. In one off season, I went from a 4.45. I'm embarrassed to say it. I clocked a 4.6. Ooh. Embarrassing. Trash. I was faster than that in high school. But then I got blessed. My boy named Darryl Jones, you can look him up right now. He played for Miami. I played with him in high school. He was a national champ. And my boy Jay Tuck in the building, he said, bruh, Jerry was all ready for the lights. You peeped that? Yeah, I peeped that too, Tuck. Tuck, he said that Hard Knocks wasn't even a hard decision, bruh. Trivia, Jerry said it like I ain't giving no thought. Damn, Jerry, you ain't even giving thought. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, so I got lucky. My boy Durham, now we running 4.4s over there at Carter. Almost the whole skill positions, we was all fast, right? All of us, 4.3s, 4.4s. That was normal at Carter. All right, so my boy goes off to Miami, right? And I'm keeping up with him. I look up and I see he win a 60 media championship, the 60 meters in college. I'm like, damn, he was fast, but that's fast. Then I'm looking at my boy, I'm reading the reports. Darryl clocked a 4.28. I'm like, Darryl was not no 4.2 at Carter. He had the genetics, but no, not 4.2. Shoot, it was the training. And guess what? Lucky Boss Cowboy, his strength and conditioning coach ended up being my cornerbacks coach, who got promoted at the University of Houston. And then I knew why my boy Darryl went from a 4.4 to a 4.29. When Coach Swayze got to my university, he saw that we was running Gastons and he scrapped it. He was like, nah, y'all not doing that. Y'all not doing that. The training was off. He said the only thing y'all go do, the farthest that we ran with him was 60 meters. That was it. The only thing we did was plyometrics, which is jump training, okay, which builds explosion. So remember, I'm telling you, people like Zeke, it's all about training and genetics. I'm telling you the truth. Everybody else lying to you. Everybody saying he lost a step, they lying to you, man. At his age, he can get it back quick. And I'm thinking you go see 2016 Zeke this year. Now, this the only show, and maybe a couple other shows that's going to say that. Maybe a couple other shows. But I'm peeping it, bro. I'm like, his training looks right. You see what I'm saying? And my boy Jay Tuck said facts. Yeah, see, Jay Tuck one of them. Like, ain't too many people beating the drum correctly for Zeke. It's a lot of people beating the drum, but they beating it wrong, bro. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. So, going back to Coach Swayze, and I'm telling you what I went through as a Division I athlete. This is my ring. I played Division I football. And I'm telling you from experience, Coach Swayze took us out of bad training, and we ran 20s, 40s, and 60s with plyometric trainings. It was a simpler workout. It also was smart because it was a workout that was based on football. Because we talked about, I said, Coach, I mean, I'm glad we doing what we do, because I hated those gas things because it was about endurance. And let me slow down and explain what gas things are, because a lot of people don't know what that is. Let me slow down and explain what that is. So with gas things, what you do is you run across the field 6 times during back. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are Gastons. But what Gastons do is they slow down your twitch, because it becomes endurance. It's not working on speed training. You know, so yeah, you'll have good wind, but athletes will run by you. That's trained right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. See, Tuck. Hey, my boy, man, I see my boy Rome in the building there. Tuck, man, it's a good day. I always love when other heavy hitter podcasters hit the building. And you ain't lying. My boy say, don't miss that line either. You ain't lying, bro. See, ooh. Because, see, my coach used to have something. He used to be famous. He used to say, no good. If anybody missed the line, we all had to run Gastons over again. All six. Yeah, and my boy Ed say, good God. I'm losing my breath just listening to you explain gassers. Man, I'm telling you, it was horrible. I hated it. But see, under Coach Swayze, we only ran 20, 40s, and 60s, but we had little rest. But this was the good thing. That mirrored the game. Because you will never see a cornerback run 300 yards. But you go see him run them 20 yards almost every play. At the most, he might run 70 on a fade, right? But most of his running is going to be 20, 40, 60, 20, 40, 60. So we got a trainer that took our training back to the game and built back our explosion. Guess what? Boss went right back down to a 4-4 in one off season. So, and I'm telling you from experience, I could bring back 6 of my teammates that'll say the same thing. My whole secondary was fast from one off season with Coach Swayze. So when I'm telling y'all, I'm not lying to y'all, bro. When I tell y'all that it was epic lies from the media saying he would never be the same, bruh, this is what we all got to realize at some point. And we still talking about the press conference. But I want to slow down and kind of talk about the truth on Zeke. Is Zeke, don't even start saying stuff like he's done. Don't even say that type of stuff on a person that's built and athletic like Zeke. You got to start looking at age 29, age 30, and his lifestyle would have to be bad. He would have to be a heavy drinker, heavy smoker, lack discipline. Yeah, you'll lose a step with that. But if he's training the way that he's supposed to be training, bruh, they just super overhyped what was happening on Zeke. And so that's why I was happy to hear here today at the press conference. Yeah, I know I was long on that, but that all had to do with giving my man Zeke his flowers, where he said Zeke is in every meeting and sitting in the front is what he said. He said Zeke sits in the front. Ain't that what you want? Like, Zeke could sit in the back if he wanted to, and nobody would say a damn word, because that's Zeke. They don't care where you sit, but Zeke is making a statement by sitting in the front. He's saying, I was considered the straw that stirs the drink on this team, but I'm not above going to humble myself to Coach McCarthy by being right in his face when he's speaking. So when y'all see stuff like what they came out with, and you see stuff like Mike McCarthy say participation was incredible, man, and he was talking about participation from the players, you got to look at two people for that. That makes me smile, boy, because that's what we gotta have here in Dallas. We not go get it in Dallas unless the leadership come from the leaders. If the leadership gotta come from Mike McCarthy, hang it up. If the leadership gotta come from Jerry and Steven, hang it up. But when the leadership coming from we got a chance. We got a chance. See, because we know, let's just be honest, Dallas is too full of distractions. And it's going to stay that way as long as Jerry is in place. He said, Hard Knocks, make that decision quick for the fans. No, that wasn't for the fans. No, because I guarantee if you would have did a poll on that, Jerry, the fans would have been like, nah, we good. Nah, we glad football back, but we don't want no Hard Knocks in this damn city. We like quiet off seasons here. So, Jerry, I feel you. He would turn up. It was for you, fans. Okay, Jerry. No, it was for you, buddy. It was for your pockets. Oh, hold on. My boy Jay Tuck say, my guy Boss on that Cowboys Kool-Aid. Me too, bro. Hell yeah, I'm on that Kool-Aid. I'm drinking it, bro. I'm drinking the hell out the Kool-Aid this year, bro. This ain't no normal year, bro. This ain't no normal year. And see, listen, Jay Tuck, Rome, all the, Bishop, all the other podcasters, Ed and Eddie, everybody listening in, this is not a normal offseason, bro. Just think about it. When was the last time we had a quiet offseason? If it wouldn't have been for Hard Knocks, this would have been the quietest offseason in about 30 years. Yeah, and my boy Gary said, and I agree with your comment, he said, forget leadership coming from the shirts. It got to come from Dak. Yep. It got to come from Dak and Zeke and Tank and all them guys. And that's the only chance we got. Because I'm telling y'all, they not playing for the Joneses. I'm telling you this as somebody, and you like everybody like this. Once Jerry and Steven use the public against their best players in their contracts, you can hang it up that they're going to play for them. They're not. They play for each other now. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's the only thing they do now. And you got to have the type of guys in the room that rally other men. That's what you're looking at. My boy Skywalker in the building. Good to see you, bro. He say, love the measure Kool-Aid, LOL. It's definitely a difference off season. Yes, bro. It's different. Hard Knocks picked the worst season to cover the Capitals. Yes, bro. Let me click on it because I can't read the rest of it. Let me read the rest of it. There is no genuine drama. No, it's not. this is a different year, man. Skywalker, I thought I heard you in that press conference. I was gonna say that. Did I hear you ask a question, bro? Because I could have swore I heard your voice. If I heard your voice, let me know, man. Shoot that in the comments if I heard you. I was like, I thought I heard Skywalker. But anyway, yeah, man. So now it is different. Like, and see, a lot of us, we so scorned over this last 25 years that now we starting to develop a New Orleans type of mentality, like when they used to put bags over their heads, to where now we start beating up on people that's optimistic. That's what our fans do. Jerry ain't gonna never win. But first of all, Jerry already won. Okay, I got you. My boy say, okay. I ain't gonna spill it, because if you don't say it, I ain't gonna say it, Skywalker. But now you said it on the show, so you cool with it. He said, nah, I won't be till Sunday. Okay. All right, cool. But I thought I heard you. I was like, man, I said, man, my boy out there asking them questions. Ooh, wee! But anyway, but congratulations on that too, Skywalker. Congratulations. Obviously, you worked hard. Okay, hold on, my boy Jay Tuck with a question. And then y'all can't ask questions in his chat because this is the first press conference, so we can just freestyle. My boy said, let me ask you this, bro. Do other teams have owners and GMs at press conferences or just us? It's just us, bro. It's just us. It is just us. And see, I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of was digging Jerry Tears, bro. I was liking that. I ain't gonna lie. Because I like to see that type of passion from my owner, bro. I like to see that he just loved football, bro. When he said the grass, I was like, ooh, man, I feel you. And Jerry say, man, the smell of the grass. I say, ooh, see, that's how you know that football in your system, bro. I swear to God, when you hear anybody say, man, I miss football, the smell of football pass or the smell of grass, dog, they drunk on football. That's a drunkard on football. Yeah, and Gary Bryan say 12-5. I think you being conservative, man. I think we go do better than that. We gonna be right around 12-5. We gonna either be 11-6, 13-4, or 12-5. That's where I see us finishing, right around that, bro. It's gonna be a good year, bro. This gonna be a real good year. And don't let nobody knock us off this, bro. And man, if anybody try to knock us off optimism, say, bro, I almost want to say slap yourself, but that's my partner term. I gotta think of some of my own that mean do something to yourself. But something got to be done to all these old super negative baghead ass Cowboy fans that just want to just cry all the damn time. No, man, I don't put bags over my head with eyeballs in the sockets. No, that's New Orleans. That's where they got that. No, y'all almost got me going. I'm not going to do it today. Ain't gonna be no curse today. Okay, cool. Hold on, my boy Skywalker. He announcing something. He said, yeah, be back next week. More details coming soon. We'll be looking for it, my brother. We'll be looking for it. And so, yeah, getting back to some of the press conference stuff, you know, and if y'all like this, I'll do more press conference breakdown because, you know, I listen very well. I know I listen kind of above normal, and I told y'all that come from my sales background. I'm highly trained in sales, so I pick up details real quick. You can't be a great salesperson without being a great listener. It's impossible. You have to be able to really listen. And see, my boy J Tuck feel me on that. My boy J Tuck say, yes, facts. Even as bad as we were last year, I'm still standing on the front line. Yeah, bro. See, let me just talk about that real quick, J Tuck. Last year wasn't an anomaly, bro. Like, they did a good job. Another thing that they talked about, and this I ain't gonna lie, this gotta piss me off when I was listening to Steven. They talked about the epic injuries, bro. But see, Steven's so analytical. Steven broke it down different, bro. Steven said this. Go listen to the press conference. It killed me when he said this. Steven said in the last 30 years, we have not had that many injuries from a percentage of salary cap. I said, damn, this man eat, drink, and sleep the cap. Can you talk? without bringing up the cap. Damn. So like the rest of us was just looking at the injuries. He was over here like, that percentage of the cap went down. Oh damn, that percentage of the cap went down. I'm like, damn man, come on man, can we just talk about football? Steven, I said, God damn it. But there's some more stuff that came out. Cause they asked a good question. They asked, because I like it when the media asks them good questions. They say, man, it's been 25, 26 years since we won a Super Bowl. What's gonna bring us back to that, right? Jerry answer should piss y'all off. All right? Yeah, J Tuck, the dude said the cap, bro. He did. He started talking about the percentage of cap with injuries. I was like, damn. But what Jerry said when they asked him what's gonna bring us back, this gonna piss y'all off. Bro. His answer was Charles Haley and Deion Sanders. If that don't piss you off, see, listen, because you got to connect the dots. So this is how those dots connect. This is why you should be upset. Because Jerry know that it was a couple of off-season acquisitions that turned the corner in the 90s and that got us 3 rings. He knows it. He named the key acquisitions that turned the corner. They said, how we go get back? And I'm like, okay, good question. Charles Haley and Deion Sanders. Now remember, I'm giving y'all history and facts on what I'm getting ready to tell you. And my boy Skywalker said he liked this, so I'm gonna play this because I be dead serious. When I play this, I be dead serious. I'm finna give y'all the true juice when I play this. Hope you ready. Here we go. It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring. And y'all already know. You already know. Stephen Jones, when we acquired Deion, jacked Jerry against the wall. That is an historical fact. And so you gotta stop and think about how bad that is. That's why I say you gotta connect the dots, bro. And sometimes you gotta, because everybody not good at that. That's a lot of content creators, they become good at that. Because once you do this a lot, you start seeing how the angles come together. Man, you gotta go back to that time, bro. During that time, the team that knocked us off was San Fran. Remember, the key plays that was made was against Michael Irvin with Deion Sanders. So Jerry acquired Deion, paid him a lot of money. I would say 99.99% of us would have and should have celebrated that. Steven was so mad because of what it was doing to the cap. He jacked his daddy up against the wall. If you think I'm lying, go back and listen to when Dak was paid and they had that press conference. And I think it was John Machota, who said, y'all didn't have any other events to where you end up jacking up Jerry over this, did you? He was referring to what happened with Deion. I'm telling y'all the truth. So when you're looking at a team this talented, who we all been saying, look, we not telling you to go spin up the world. Just make a couple of key acquisitions, Steven. Just a couple. The person that's in the way of that, from this press conference, it's clear, is Steven, bro. Because Jerry knows who were the key players who turned the corner. Yeah, I like what you said, Ronnie Sears. I like what you said. I love what you said, man. My boy said, real Cowboy fans know this year is going to be special. Yes, it's setting up as special. It's setting up as special. Another thing that I love to hear, because see, anybody that been keeping up with Boss Cowboy Sports, the number one thing that we put over everything as the number one thing to fix in the offseason was the strength and conditioning coaches. That was the number one thing we put, because from my experience, that's a lot of times what ramps up your injuries is a bad strength and conditioning program, especially when you see the same types of injuries. Just think about it. It was a lot of knees. It was a lot of ankles last year. Think about it. It was a lot of people that went out on knees and ankles. Those are usually a result of bad workouts that's overstressing the wrong type of muscles and putting stress on the wrong joints. That's what you're looking at. I can give you a story behind that, but I ain't gonna bore you. But I'm telling you, I know that, okay? They talked about that's one of the things that they focused on fixing. So now this first press conference, after they got through with the PR and all that stuff, the COVID PR, because they was getting on my nerves, man. They were talking about COVID for about damn 30 minutes. I was like, I'm finna turn this shit off, man. But they finally started talking about football. When they did, hold on real quick. Douglas in the building, he said, remember, when they asked about a veteran corner, Steven hurried up and answered by saying, we've already invested in our corners. Yes, he did. Because all of us see, can I keep it real with y'all? I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Y'all know me, bro. I'ma only drink measured Kool-Aid, bro. I drink Kool-Aid, but if it ain't measured, I ain't drinking it, bro. I ain't drinking the shit. No. But we know we a few players away, bro. We are. So but the person that's in the way, and I'm telling you, I see you. I was listening, Steve. I heard it loud and clear. I heard it loud and clear. It's you, Steve. It's you. You keep getting in the way, man. And listen, nobody's saying what they do is easy. But man, come on, man. You was against Dion. And you still, 25 years later, still having the same issue where you fighting over Cap. And you think Cap's, like, listen to Steven real close, and you'll notice Steven really does believe that the key to Super Bowls is money. He really believes that. Even after 25 years, in his mind, you shouldn't have paid Dion. Even though we got a ring off of it. In his mind, we could have got that ring without Dion. No, we got that ring because of Dion. Facts. Man, Dion went off in Dallas. People forgot how cold Dion was. Dion played both ways for Dallas. Corner, punt return, kickoff return, and receiver, all at an elite level. He was underpaid. Yeah, man. So another thing came out, because I'm telling you, man, when I be listening, I be glued in, bro. I don't have listen to shit when they had in press conferences. I be all the way in there, bro. Boy, I'm gonna tell you somebody else they was singing about. Ooh part. They was singing about Gregory. And I like what they said, though. One of the things that they said that I love, bro, is they said if Gregory wouldn't have had the issue that he had, he wouldn't have had an issue. I think that was the quote of the day by Jerry. I'm going to say that again. This was Jerry's quote. He said if Gregory didn't have the issue that he had, he wouldn't have had an issue. Meaning, hypocritical ass weed was hurting a good man from being able to showcase his talent. That's what he was saying. His way of dealing with his mental disorder and his mental challenges was the marriage. And for those who like to knock Jerry and Steven, every now and then, we do also got to give him credit. Because that bet is getting ready to pay off. This bet, oh man, it's getting ready to pay. I don't cuss a lot, so y'all close your ears. If your kids in the room, tell them get out real quick. Tell the kids to get out. Gregory finna getting ready to go the fuck off, man. That's my only cuss word. Get ready. Gregory getting ready to go off. Get ready. And thank you, Jerry and Steven, for not being. That's one thing you got to give them credit for, man. They understand this game is not built off choir boys. It was a lot of people that didn't want Parsons, bro. And then I would say, why? I would say, why? Like, help me get why you don't want Parsons. I want to really understand this. Because of the alleged incident. I said, man, if you don't get out here with that BS, that's he say, she say, bro. You don't get rid of no top 10 talent over a rumor. Because you know what? Them same type of people wouldn't have wanted Charles Haley. Have anybody ever researched Charles Haley and what he was doing in San Fran? Man, he was going so crazy in San Fran. San Fran didn't want him. I mean, I'm not gonna even speak on the stuff that they came out about what he was doing. And Dallas was like, and matter of fact, listen, it was Jerry and Jimmy. Because guess what? Dave Campbell came out 2 weeks ago and said, us acquiring Charles Haley alone should put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor and Hall of Fame. Because Jimmy said, I can handle it. Ooh. But we didn't want Parsons. Man, stop. All right. But the last thing I'm going to say about the press conference that I love, man. Because, I mean, I don't know if y'all heard all of that, but everything I'm telling you, I heard all of it. Because it's the first, man, let's, hold on. Before I talk about this, first of all, football is back, bro. Man, hand of applause for everybody that's been waiting on this, man. Football is back, y'all.
Perfect.
Woo! Come on, one more time, y'all. One more time. Woo-wee. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I just want to come on. Football is back, y'all. Woo! All right. Back to normal. The thing that I love that I heard, man. Hold on real quick. I want to acknowledge this. My boy Ronnie Sears said, Parsons about to represent Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, big time. Trust me, PA, we bring that dog mentality. You know, I've been hearing about this, bro, and you know what I mean? I get that sense about that city too, bro, because I'm starting to really meet people from that area, and you do see a sense of tenacity that come from that location, bro. It's a pride in football, man, that comes from that area, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't never been, but damn it, get on this map, PA. Come on, Harrisburg, let's go. Let's do it, damn it. Yes, because I keep hearing that, man, and I like that. It sounds like kind of like how I am about, you know, that's how I am about Dallas and my hood. Like, when you come from my hood, I co-sign you because I know how you raised. Richardson, the track star, a lot of people misunderstand her. I went to her high school. Oh, well, she went to mine. I totally get her. I get her. That the way that she run angry, the way that she talk on Twitter, I get her. Because from where I'm from, we talk cash money shit, bruh. Like, if anybody go back and watch Boss Cowboy play, bro, that's our game. That's all our Oak Cliff, that's all we do when we play. We not gonna only beat you, we gonna beat you like Muhammad Ali used to beat you. I'm gonna knock you out in 6 rounds and do it. That's how we are. That's why a lot of people don't like Boss sometimes. I could say, man, I'm blunt. I had to tone it down some, but hey, man, that's where I'm from. That's how I see PA Harrisburg, bro. Hey, and if he go come do that, man, let's rock. But I want to say this, bro. My low-key favorite part of the press conference was Mike McCarthy talked about building off the adversity of last year. Because a lot of people like saying stuff like, hold on, we got Miss Charles in the building. You right, Miss Charles. Before I make this last point, I want to make this last point because this happens too much here. We get caught up in the content and we forget to hit that like. Before I make my last point, help out the show and just hit that like button and share the show. But definitely hit the like button. Because since I've been hammering that, Boss Cowboy's been showing up on more recommends on YouTube and our numbers spiked greatly. I'm telling y'all, the show does not grow. It does not grow from just good content. Shows grow from algorithms and participation. So, my Cowboys family was in the building, is in the building. Hold on real quick. I got to acknowledge them. And I'm going to acknowledge everybody that's in the building. So, we had, like, I say, my favorite cast that I follow came all in today. My Cowboys family said, "What's up, boss?" Finally a different Jerry. I don't know if he different, but I did like the side of it. I like the emotion. I did. I like the sincere tears of him being happy to be at training camp. Like, he loves football. I did like that about my owner. Like, look, we all got legit knocks on Jerry, but none of us can knock the passion and love he got for this game. Shots out to you, Jerry. Shots out to you, man. And sincerely, I appreciate you. Y'all gotta remember, when he purchased the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm gonna still make my last point, but I want to say this real quick to my Cowboys family point. Jerry put his business life savings on the line for a losing team, bro. When he purchased the Cowboys, listen, I'm from this city. I'm from the city. I was very, very, very up on how trash the Cowboys brand was before Jerry purchased it. My parents used to complain to me about, they used to say, man, these new Cowboys ain't like them old Cowboys. Them old Cowboys was great. And they used to sit me down and tell me the stories, the Starback stories. I used to hear all of them. We got Everson Walls coming, and when I met him at the airport. And I ran into him. I said, Edison Wallace. He said, oh, you know me? I said, man. Like, come on. Because I'm like, bro, my daddy used to talk to me about you, bro. Like, I used to get dinner table talks about you, man. About how y'all was great. Exactly. My Cowboys family hit it dead on the head. Exactly. Oh, hold on now. Don't do that, Mr. Kima. Don't do that, because you know I'm going to rip that. 3-13 in 1988. Yes, bro. Garbage. And Jerry bought us as a trash organization and built us into, even when we sorry. I put it like this. Even though it's been 26 years, I'd rather be losing in AT&T than winning in Philly where it smell like piss. Old pissy concrete ass stadium. Nah, let me lose in these leather seats and AC and big jumbotron. Thank you, Jerry. Now, there's other stuff we want you to fix. But nah, man, give Jerry his flowers on some things. Like, damn, Jerry, like, nah, all of these, we need a new gym. Nah, I don't know about all that, bro. We got 3 rings off Jerry. Damn it, 3 of them. So you got to give Jerry, that belong to Jimmy Johnson. Who hired Jimmy? Who hired Jimmy? Who got out of Jimmy way? That's good leadership. Those of us who are bosses or being bosses also know that sometimes good leadership is getting out the way, damn it. But for real quick, going back to this, my Cowboys family been in the building, Rome, Skywalker, Douglas with the Big Time Podcast. I want to say this that registered to me, man. And everybody that's listening, this is really registered to me. When Mike McCarthy said, building off the adversity from last year. I loved it. That's when I tuned in. Because I was finna tune out. When they were talking about COVID for about 80 minutes, I was like, oh my God, this is all about hard knocks. Man, here we go. But then they start talking about football. McCarthy right. He right. The adversity from last year is going to be epic blessing. Because remember, we won 6 games with our B team. Think about that. We won 6 games with our B team. Steven over talking about we never in 30 years had a loss that much in terms of percentage of salary cap. Damn. Can you stop talking about the cap? But he right. So when you think about the adversity, that's why we should be excited about this year. We know to watch strength and conditioning very close from all those injuries. That's what the adversity did. The adversity also gave our B team players epic experience. So even if we lose some starters, guess what? Your B team players now got 10 and 16 games worth of experience. I don't care what nobody say. You can trash, steal all you want, but those games is gonna pay off if we need steal. Brandon Knight, McGovern, all of that was built on adversity. Ooh, man, I was like, preach, McCarthy, preach. And then he said, it was how our guys finished. Because I'm on record, bro. I wanted us to lose. Because I wanted that high draft pick. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I did. But see, you never want your players to quit. That's who you don't want to quit. Now, what you want is you want kind of like what happened in 2015, where they won only 4 games, but those games was fought. All of those games was Cowboy football. It was a 4-12 year, but I got to give it to the 2015 team. They fought their ass off. Last year, no. You start seeing the fight the last 8 games. It wasn't a full season of Cowboy football. So just like my Cowboys family said, the adversity built the hell out of our depth, man. And yes, Oak Cliff is in the building. Listen, bro, whenever I see my Oak Cliff brothers, I got much love for y'all. Make sure y'all kick a shout out and tell y'all from Oak Cliff. I'm going to definitely say something about that. That's my home. I love Oak Cliff. So anyway, yeah, it's the adversity, man. So this press conference, it was a lot of meat about it. I'm so happy football is here. And thank y'all for even coming in, man, and just enjoying the first press conference with your boy, Boss Cowboy Sports. Again, thank y'all for getting us up to that 1,000. We now monetized now. I haven't got any super chats. I want somebody to test and see, throw some dollars at it real quick to make sure it's working. If not, then I'm gonna have to go have a talk and make sure I set it up right. I probably didn't. But anyway, it ain't just about that. It's about the content anyway. Because we go, people go show appreciation. They already do. So, and if you try to do a super chat and the button not registering, it's other ways to definitely help. You can still also put something in the Cash app. That's still a way to give to us. Also, make sure y'all, and yeah, thank you, my Cowboys family, say congrats, boss. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. So you can also, donate, because we're still building. There's a lot of stuff that we still got to get done. I got to get a new mic. This mic is not what I wanted it to be. It's way better sound qualities out there. I'm getting ready to have to invest into a whole brand new computer, because streaming through this particular gaming computer, especially as much as I've been adding to the production, it's starting to pull at the quality. So I got to upgrade. That's gonna actually cost some thousands. So all the help that y'all can do definitely goes back into content creation. All the content people know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody that does this and does this out of love and passion, no, it ain't free. It costs a lot. My Cowboys family know that. Tuck know that. Sky know that. Everybody know that like, you can't do quality shows without investing into your production. But thank y'all for joining Boss Cowboy Sports today, man, as we kind of broke down the press conference and how we got out of it. And y'all stay tuned. We're going to be doing this more and more. And eventually, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all, my Cowboys family, it's been way too long since we done a show. We need y'all to do a show over here. I'll come over there. Y'all can come over here, or I can come over there. I don't care. Me and Jay Tuck, we did a show, so I ain't putting no pressure on him. I ain't never did a show with Rome. I'm calling you out, Rome. It's time, brother. It's time. Me and Douglas doing the show soon. It's time, bro. It's time. You know what I'm saying? And I know my Cowboys family, they do about 8 shows every day, but y'all got to make room to come over here, at least peek your head in, because y'all do too good of a job for us not to put y'all, well, I want to put y'all in front of the people that follow us, because I know y'all do a great job. But anyway, y'all definitely thank y'all for supporting Boss Cowboy Sports, getting us to the monetization standards and everything else. Before you go, share the show. Share it. Literally. All right, wrong. See, here we go. There we go. That's what I've been waiting on. My dog, my boy Rome, say, LOL, let me know. All right, shoot, let's do it tomorrow. We might even do it later on the day. Rome, let's hit each up on Twitter. Let's get in each other inbox and let's schedule it, man. Let's rock, man. I ain't never did a show with you. Obviously, you got to organically get to know people. I don't never want to press myself on people and act like I supposed to do a show with you. No, I got to earn that privilege. But I've been seeing you. You've been seeing me. We both been supporting each other Twitter-wise. Let's do some content, brother. But anyway, yeah, going back to what I was saying, yeah, man, we really appreciate all the love, and we gonna be having a whole lot more content that's gonna be coming. Obviously, we doing some reorg type of situation. Y'all definitely stay tuned, because obviously Everton Walls, that's coming. I rescheduled that because, the championship game was and I didn't want Cowboy fans to have to choose. Everson is super cool. He was like, man, yeah, obviously, man, because I want to watch the game too. And we never reschedule. But I said, like, you know what? Let's let basketball season just conclude, and then we go. Let Everson come back to where everybody fully focused on football. And Everson is coming back, and then we got some more guests that's coming. We not gonna talk about who yet, but yeah. And hold on real quick. My boy say, hold on real quick. I gotta acknowledge this. This is a good one. My boy Rome say, no questions. Let's touch base and make it happen. I appreciate the invite, bro. Let's get it. Yeah, absolutely, bro. I mean, you're doing good work out there, man. And anybody that's doing good work and that's, a part of the family of content creators for the Cowboys, man, we got to stick together and we got to support each other. We just all do better doing that, man. And I'm going to be all the way honest before I get out of here. A special shout out to, I'm almost nervous to name names because I don't want to forget nobody. But when I first wrote the Boss Cowboy Guide, I made a book tour, okay? But that's also how I got to meet and build relationships with guys that I rock with today. You know what I'm saying? Like, my first show when I finished the book was with Big Game James, who brought me on and put me in front of his people, and I appreciated that, to talk about the Boss Cowboy Guide. Then it was Skywalker, and that's how I met him. Okay, you was seeing him, but this is before he blew up. You know what I'm saying? But you could see that he was on his way and he was doing good content work. But he invited me on, and we talked ball, and then after that it was Law. It was my first time doing a show with Law. And then it was Vach, because Law reached out to Vach and was like, man, my boy just wrote a book on our off season, and then that put me, I did a show with Vach. So as content creators, it's all about supporting each other. Obviously, we got a lot of work that we got to do individually, and it's even sometimes hard to watch each other's content, because when you're making content, you can't make and watch everybody because you'll lose time. You gotta, we all know that. So, but I just want to say that about Rome, because now that we finally getting ready to do something together, I'm all for that, Rome, because it was done for me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, people know the name Boss Cowboy Sports, not just because of the content. I would be very vain and very egotistical to think it's just because of me. No, it was because a lot of people got my back, and they was like, yeah, your content is good, but you also, I'm not gonna say I'm a perfect person, but I think a lot of people see that I strive to be fair, so yeah. So I just want to say that before I get out of here, man, just to pay homage to the other podcasters, and I'm always appreciative of y'all coming in the building, and showing support to the channels that we stream from. But I always conclude by saying the same thing, and hopefully you always see this on my show. It's here at Boss Cowboy Sports. Yes, it's true. I don't drink Kool-Aid unless it's measured. Yes, it's true. But more importantly than that, I strive to be loyal. That's what I strive to be. It's never easy to sometimes say what you believe is best, because sometimes it goes against the grain of the crowd. But it's okay when the spirit of it is to be loyal to what's best for the Cowboys. Every now and then, when you have that type of attitude, you're going to bust heads with people that's also passionate. But you got to be willing to do it if you really believe your ideal is best for the team. And so the spirit that we exercise here at Boss Cowboy Sports, and the OC, I got this from him, we function under what we call the best ideal wins. Meaning, we go fight. Go ahead and expect it. We go fight. But after we fight, if your idea was better than mine, I change. If my idea is better than yours, you better change, because then your ego is in the way, and your ego is hurting us and hurting the ideas that can help us get to 6. So that's why we always say here, be loyal, but never devoted, because the devoted is the most unloyal thing you could ever do when you're trying to help anybody. Don't be devoted to them. Be loyal. Tell people when they need gum. Do it with respect. Don't embarrass them. But tell people when they need gum. You know he trying to get that lady. You know she trying to get that man, and her breath stink. And his breath stink. Give them the gum so that they can win. That's the spirit of this channel. If you understand that, you gonna understand me. So when we eventually fight, you won't take it as personal, because you know where I'm coming from, and I also know where you coming from. So anyway, that's the spirit of the show, and that's what we're about. As y'all continue to follow us, you're gonna conceive that more and more, and y'all stay on the lookout for more videos coming. Peace.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.